Good afternoon, welcome to Repair. So in the last few weeks, you would have seen me working on a Nintendo GameCube and replacing the laser on it and getting it in a good state of repairs. Well, today I need a controller so I can actually use said GameCube. So this one, we need some repair work. As you'll be able to see and hopefully hear, if I hold this up to my mic, I've got a clicky button on one side and I've got nothing on the other. So my left trigger is defunct and not working, but it's working fine on the right. So today we're going to give this a quick take apart and repair. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a super quick one, but we're going to whiz through and see how long it takes us and see if we can get this one done. Cool, so the first thing we need to do is get this apart. Now the GameCubes were super easy, which is brilliant. All tri-wing screws, nothing complicated about this at all, unless of course you use the wrong bit, in which case you're not going to get very far. So yeah, all tri-wings. We've got 6 screws on the back that just need to be undone, one after the other. All the same size. I think they're all the same length as well. So putting this back together is a bit of a doddle. What I will do while I'm here is give this a really good clean, so I'll take it off camera in a minute and we'll give it a good clean. But hopefully this is going to be, as I say, a really easy one to repair. I haven't done one of these in many years, but from what I remember there's a slider underneath that the buttons can jump over effectively if you get a bit too aggressive when you're playing Smash Brothers. So if we look at this now, you should just be able to pull it apart. Yeah, so there you go. And you should almost immediately be able to see the problem. So if I zoom you in, you'll see that the triggers on here are spring-loaded. So they should always sit at the back of the controller. Now if you look at this, you'll see that one slider is all the way up and one slider is all the way down. So all we need to do is push that back up and put that back on, and then once we reseat this, we should be laughing. And that's it. All it is. It's a really, really super easy repair. Now I'm going to continue on, and we're going to just tear this down as well because I want to give it a really good clean. You can see it's pretty grubby, so I'm going to give this a really good once over while we're here. It all comes apart pretty easily if I remember rightly. So that's your main piece of your board with all your components attached and your buttons if it comes with it. And we'll take this off of here because we're going to give this a clean as well. We'll maybe get some IPA on this. Definitely get some cleaning done on that because that's looking proper gunky. Let's just pop this off to one side. So this is going to need a bit of a once over as well. So the other thing we will do, if I just bring this in, we need to take these, get you centered, take these buttons out because we need to give that a good clean as well. So if I just grab a posi screwdriver now, again, I've not taken this apart before, so I don't know how this comes out. I'm assuming it will all come out as one nice piece, but I'll probably find out there's a horrible spring in here and it isn't going to want to come out now. Let's just quickly undo the other one. Let's have a look at this. There you go. Okay, so not too bad. It is all held in as one piece. So you'll see there that. So that's going to all need to clean. There's some bit of nasty gunk on there. That's pretty grotty as well. So we'll give that a clean up too. Let's just quickly take the other side out. And hopefully this one just comes apart the same. These are all the same screw size as well, so super easy. And again, pretty gunky. Let's just take that one out too. Oh, spring came out of that one. And there we go. So that's our controller all stripped down. I'll zoom you out, you can see. So there's all of our parts. All of our component parts there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this off camera. We're going to give it all a really good clean and a scrub. I think I'm probably going to take this apart as well. if I can get the spring out, which I'm assuming will just pop off. There you go. So I'm going to give this all a really good clean too. Let's just take the one out of there as well, just so we're not taking the springs with us. Give this all a clean, and then I will come back and we will quickly do the reassembly, and you can see the final finished piece. Okay, so everything's lovely and clean now. Let's get this reassembled. So first thing we're going to do is get these springs fitted back in. So let's just quickly zoom you in so you can see. And so the mistake I made to start with, because I was sat there thinking, how do these go back in now? And I had them clipped around this way. See if I can show you. Around this way like that. And obviously the spring is far too far away and it doesn't fit. So we're going to have to go fold that down. And then it goes this way round. That. And then we've got to sort of lever our spring in there in between. So if we do that first, spring there, push all the way down, and then feed that through and down. And that's how our button operates. So we go left in fast. Hopefully this will slot in nicely, which it probably won't. And there we go. And it sort of sits down in this little, I don't know how well that comes out, but in this little lip here and holds into position. So now I'm assuming that this will go in here like this. There we go. And obviously it won't work at the moment properly because I'm holding a lot of tension on it, but when I screw this in, it should be good. Just screw that down. Let's do the other side now. Oh, see, like I've over-tensioned that now. That. So let's just bring this back out a bit. There we go. Just want to make sure that is going in all the way. It looks like it is. I think I've got the piece underneath too far forward though, so let's just take this out again and have a readjust because I'm not happy with it. There's sort of two bits you can put the button behind, and I think I've got it, but yeah, look, I've got it behind the front one, so I need to come back one. There we go. That's better. Actually, don't do that. So you'll see, if I can point this out on camera, let me bring you right in here. You'll see there's this line here, and then there's these here, and it sits behind this line and in front of these as it is on this side. So I had it too far forward, I had it in front of the line. So hopefully now, I bring that, there you go. That should sit much better, and the button will feel right. Just don't want to break anymore. Let's just screw in this other screw and see how it's feeling. Oh, that's feeling like we're misthreaded. There we go. Much better. One trigger working. Right, so we do the other one now. So very similar again. We're already hooked in the right side. Put the spring on there, compress the spring, and then black bit over, and that's our button done. Look. And then with this one, turn it the right way up, drop into there, and line our button up now, so you'll see it's all behind the thing. Perfect. And then we've got our top black piece here that we're just going to set over these two screw posts. And then from there we can screw our screws in. And they should go in just like that. Cool. So that's that done. There you go, nice and clicky and all working. next thing we've got to do, we need to put all these buttons back in here. So at the moment we're missing them all. So some of them don't matter, some of them do. You can only put them in one way around because they all sort of line up with the notches and things. So if you've got them in the wrong place, they won't go in. But so far so good, until you put the buttons up the wrong way. And that way around. So there you go. And a little middle button. And then we've got some button covers as well, which go over and sort of hook on the little posts. So they'll hold everything in place. And this one, I think, is that way. Perfect. Next thing we want to do is we're going to get our board in. So board's here, turn it up the wrong way, and we're just going to drop it on top. And that should just sit down over. And we need to take our cable and loop it over this back post. That's where it was before. There you go, like that. So that's everything in, except for this button, which just sits here. Just like that. Okay, and you'll remember before now we need to have these sliders pushed all the way up to the top so that they align with these white pieces here. So we're just going to pop this one in. Hopefully everything will just line up. There we go. Perfect. And you can hear, hopefully you can hear, that those are clicking in just nicely now, which is amazing. So that's essentially fixed. Let's just zoom out. Right, so the last thing we've got to do is put our tri-wings back in. As I say, they're all the same size, so we shouldn't be able to go too far wrong with these. We just need a correct screwdriver bit, so let me just grab that. And then we can fit these last screws in and we're done. This is what I miss so much about these older style controllers. They're just so much easier to repair than the new stuff. I have got a PS4 controller that I need to look at as well, which is from a family member with stick drift, so we're going to give that a go in the video or two's time. So if you want to stay on the channel for that, then please do. Don't forget to subscribe, and then you'll be able to see when I do that one. And then hopefully in the coming months I'm going to be doing a giveaway as well as soon as the Switch 2 is released. So again, if you're interested in that, please sign up, and you'll be able to see that sooner rather than later. So last screw, and then we're all done, which is great. So there we go. So our screws in. Definitely got some click in those now, which is brilliant. Everything's feeling nice and solid and all working, so that is perfect. I didn't do the best of cleanup jobs, but it's good enough for what I want. So there we go, all done. Hopefully someone has found that useful and it's helped you repair your own. It's been really nice to do this sort of trip down memory lane and start to use the GameCube, which is brilliant. So if there is anything else you want to see from GameCube content-wise, please drop me a message and I'll do my best to release it on the channel. And if not, hopefully I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching.